Let's take this from the top, and this time follow me. Don't look down, remember? You have to learn to follow before you can lead, Mr. Miles.
Drumline is a 2002 American comedy drama film that follows a young drummer from New York, played by Nick Cannon, who enters the fictional Atlanta A&T University and bumps heads with the leader of the new school's drum section. Zoe Saldaña, Leonard Roberts, and Orlando Jones also co-star. Here are some interesting facts about the movie Drumline. Number 1. Drumline was directed by Charles Stone III, who you may know or recognize from creating the What's Up advertising campaign in 1999. In the same year that Drumline was released, Stone also directed 2002's Paid in Full. In 2004, he directed Mr. 3000 starring Bernie Mac. Most recently, he directed The Underdog starring Snoop Dogg, which you may have seen on Amazon Prime. Charles stated that he initially passed on the first script of Drumline. Then 6 months later, it came back with a historically black college, and that was way more interesting. Number 2, Nick Cannon's character Devin was based off Grammy-winning producer Dallas Austin, his high school drumline experiences, and his relationship with Kim Porter. Now, Austin said he approached Fox Studios with the idea about making a movie based on his experiences in high school, and they were like, well, what's so interesting about that? Austin said in an interview with MTV News in 2002, "So I filmed one of the competitions at the Georgia Dome and brought it back and was like, see, they play top 40 and they play hip hop. They were like, wow, can we make it in college? I'm like, it's bigger in college. Are you kidding?" Austin also served as executive producer and was the main man behind the soundtrack. Number 3, Nick Cannon did his own drumming on screen, while his stand-in/double, Jason Snoop Price, did most of the close-ups with complex techniques. In a 2002 interview with Entertainment Tonight, Nick stated this.
It was like a month of training, just getting used to the sticks, and I taped the sticks to my fingers, you know what I mean? He made sure I knew all the cadences and stuff, and kind of made his job easier because he didn't have to be on screen doing all the drumming.
Number 4, in the movie, several real-life HBCU bands accompanied the fictional university's band. However, there were other HBCUs that decided to not accept the invitation. All bands were offered a flat fee of $10,000 for the performance and $3,000 for the recordings. So Southern University and FAMU were two that did decline. Don Roberts, who was the executive band consultant for Drumline, and the then band director for Southwest DeKalb High School, stated both of them gave the same answers. Thank you for the invitation to participate. However, we don't lose, not in real life and not in fiction. Number 5, notable names such as Lil Wayne and T.I. auditioned for the role of Devin in Drumline. Dallas Austin stated that he felt that Nick at the time was closer to me because I wasn't overly cocky. I just knew what I was doing. For the role of Layla, it came down between Zoe Saldaña and Kerry Washington. Now, Charles Stone stated Kerry had a refined technique that, for me at the time, was a little too refined. Number 6, according to Dallas Austin, he received a call from Fox 2000, the studio, and they said, "Dallas, we don't know how to say this, but put white people in the movie." He said, "Okay, how many people do you want?" They said, "We want somebody in the band. We have to have a character because now it's turning into a black movie." Charles Stone III also stated that in order for them to receive the additional $5 million, he had to create a white character. Number 7, most of the Atlanta A&T band that we see on screen in Drumline is made up of students from Southwest DeKalb High School. The Drumline section is a mix of real HBCU drummers and actors. Don Roberts stated, "I feel like I owe them apologies. I didn't know actors were supposed to be pampered. I don't want to use the word hazing, but man, they went through it. We treated them like we would first-year band members." Number 8. Now, recall the halftime scene towards the end of the movie. It was Atlanta A&T's band versus Morris Brown College's band. However, there had been some building tension between the real-life drummers and the actors portraying drummers. The Morris Brown drum line was not impressed with the actors, and there was some trash talking. Charles Stone III found out that Morris Brown had planned to play on the actor's drums during his scene, but he only told the cinematographer that this would happen. So when it actually happened, everyone was shocked. Now, Jason Weaver, who played Ernest, stated this: "We were shocked. We took that as a real insult. The reactions that you saw from Nick and everybody were real." Nick Cannon further stated, "We had to show that ability to withstand and hold it all in. It meant a lot when it happened, and we were hot about it." Number 9, the movie was a box office success, earning over $56 million in the U.S. on a budget of $20 million. It also received positive reviews from critics who praised the musical performances and the portrayal of Black college culture. The film currently has a Rotten Tomatoes score of 82% and an audience score of 70%. Number 10, a direct sequel, Drumline, A New Beat, premiered on VH1 in 2014, with Nick Cannon serving as the film's executive producer. Leonard Roberts reprises his role as Sean Taylor, while Nick Cannon also reprises his role as Devin Miles.
There is no such thing as a drumline in the real world, Danielle.
You know, that's what I'm looking for. Maybe you should put in your application.
A&T hasn't won a classic since, what, 6 years ago? Keep up, wanna beat.
I have to believe that I belong here.
Yeah, we can still do that.
That's all we've got for you guys today. We'll see you next time.